This is the 2025 Nissan Frontier. Is it better than ever? Hey everybody, it's Tom from Vehicle Visionary. I hope you're having a great day. Today I'm at Nissan in Shreveport, Louisiana. We're going to go over the changes and the basic features of this particular model of the Frontier. This is the SV trim level we're going to be looking at today. And I'm going to show you what some of those changes are based on what's available on this particular truck. If you want to know more about this model, check out the link down in the description of the video to the Nissan website. And to make it easier to show you those changes, I'm going to park a 24 next to this 25. From this vantage point, it's very easy to see the changes to the front end. As far as the grille design goes, we're going to have the Frontier logo no longer in this area, as you can see on the 24. This is the 25 over here on the right hand side, so you'll see the new design right here as far as that goes. Also, this area on our upper grille right here is no longer split like it is over there. You'll also see that we have some changes with the area down here as well. So quite a few changes. In fact, let me go down and look at it from this vantage point so you can really see the differences between the two. The entirety of the grille basically has changed as far as the upper grille goes. We really don't see so much down here with the lower grille, but you can see how things look a little different. By the way, both of these are SV trim levels, so a lot of the time people ask, why don't you compare the same trim levels? Well, unlike today, a lot of the time, a trim level for the current year and the previous year are not available. Today they were. For 2025, nothing has changed under the hood. You still have the 3.8 liter V6 that makes 310 horsepower, 281 pounds-feet of torque, and it's mated to a 9-speed automatic transmission. Now I'm going over here to the 24 to show you the MPGs, but they're the same whether it's the 24 or the 25. We're looking at 18 miles per gallon city, 24 highway, 21 combined, and 4.8 gallons of gas per every 100 miles driven. The 2025 model of the Frontier continues to have a 21-gallon gas tank. If you're curious about the tire and wheel size, well, how convenient that I just so happen to get all of that information right here. So here is our width, that's 265. The sidewall is a 65 series wrapped around the 17-inch wheels. When it comes to towing, the numbers are actually fairly impressive. If you looked at these trucks and didn't really know the information about what you're getting here, knowing that it can tow 7,150 pounds might be a little bit of a surprise. You do have your dampened tailgate right here, and you can carry a payload of up to 1,620 pounds. Take a quick look here into the bed just to show you what's here. A couple of tie-down points. Not a lot to talk about where that's concerned. The biggest changes are on the interior. Let's just say you're cross-shopping the Honda Ridgeline. You already know that the Frontier tows more, but you also have something here you won't find on the Ridgeline, which is a door bin. You do have a couple of cup holders built into the armrest on the Ridgeline, but you have a nice large cup holder, bottle holder right here, and a little bit of space behind a true door bin and the armrest. Let's see, is it comfortable? Seems like it is. And I like that you can fold the seat cushions up and basically lock them in place right here. You will move this lever to actually move those out of the way and to get them back down in place. But I really am impressed with what I see here when comparing those two trucks, because under the Ridgeline seats, there's really nothing as far as storage compartments go, areas like these and what we have over here. So that's also useful. Just one of those things that I notice. And just so you can see, there we go. Pull the release right there, and I can put that seat cushion back down in place. And what about sitting in the back seat? Well, I definitely have plenty of headroom. I have a little bit of space to go above my head, as you can see right there. The seats are basically in a 90-degree position, so not sure about that, but that's the way it is. The seats themselves are comfortable, and you'll find a couple of USB ports back here on the rear of the center console. In this case, we don't have a sunroof. Some people want that, some people don't. And if the driver drops the hammer on 310 horsepower, there are the oh crap handles. There's one at all the doors except for the driver's door because they basically have their own handle. It's the steering wheel. You do have a little storage back here as well in the way of the rear seat pocket, only on the passenger side, not on the driver's side. The easiest way to tell you about the changes, or to start telling you about the changes in the interior, is to start off here in the 2024 model. You can see what we have. It's nothing new, obviously, but when we hop over into the 2025 model, it's very easy to see the changes. In fact, there's more than just what you can see, it's also what you can do. And here is a really big change. This is the new 12.3-inch touchscreen. Talk about eating your heart out to the Honda Ridgeline that at most comes with a 9-inch, which actually is an upgrade as of the 2024 model year. But you have wireless capabilities now for pairing your smartphone with Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, so very easy to deal with. I really like this. It's a nice system, simple to deal with. Nothing new from Nissan, it's just new for the Frontier, but you can see what all is here. You also will continue to have your backup camera with your trajectory lines and those backup sensors, the parking sensors, so if you're backing up and you're about to hit something, it's going to give you that indicator and let you know. We have our Frontier logo right here. And you can see everything for the radio as far as our knobs go, something that's a little more old school, we'll say. At least you don't have to worry about going into the infotainment screen to not only deal with that, but also the air conditioning, so that's also nice as well. And you can see what else is here. We do have a wireless charging pad right here. That's nice to have. And just a quick look around, not massive changes here. After all, this is a refresh, but those are the biggest changes you're going to find as far as the overall entirety of the Frontier goes. Tell me what you think about that. All right, we'll get out on the road for a quick test drive, and this is the first time I've actually driven a Frontier. I did do a comparison once to another vehicle, another truck, mid-sized truck a while back, a few months ago, but this is the first time I've actually taken one out on the road and driven it. So what is the experience like based on my first time? Well, let's see here. We'll give it a little gas. Nothing neck snapping or anything like that. With 310 horsepower, you're not likely to expect that. However, I can tell that it definitely will get up to speed and start moving as the RPMs get a little bit higher, a little bit quicker as it goes. It starts off a little slow, at least by my estimation, but it definitely will do the job. Now, being that this is the first time I've actually driven a Frontier, I'm sure if I got it out on a different road where I had a lot more space and a little more time, it would be different. But one thing that did surprise me here, just driving it around on the dealership lot, the steering felt very heavy. And so I was wondering how that would be on the road. And honestly, it's not nearly what I expected. It's actually much more manageable and easier to deal with than I thought it would be. So nice to know. I'm sure that's been said in many previous videos by other people. In my estimation for what it is, I think the ride quality is good. I think it's acceptable. It is a truck. And for those who always leave the "it's not a truck" comment on the Ridgeline videos, well, you'll probably enjoy driving this one a lot more. It is a lot more truck-like in a multitude of ways. And so, depending on who you are, I'm not trying to badmouth the Ridgeline, but I know for some people out there, it's just not what they're looking for. This may be a little more along those lines as far as a more traditional truck goes, but it is enjoyable to drive. Easy to see out of. I like the fact that you have a nice large back window. That always helps out in any vehicle. Nothing unusual for a truck, but it's nice to have that back there so it's easy to see what's going on behind you when you look in your rear view mirror. And of course the side view mirrors are the right size for this truck, I would say. They're not small, but they're not too big, if that makes sense. They seem to fit the size of the truck very well. Easy to see with, all of that. The brake pedal and the gas pedal seem to be very manageable, and I like the fact that even though you have this new 12.3-inch touchscreen, it's not an overload of technology. So for those who maybe aren't familiar with this technology from Nissan, it's nothing new for Nissan, it's just new for the Frontier, but it's not a lot. You don't have a bunch of sub-menus and all kinds of different settings and things you have to go into that make things complicated. So I always like that. For those of you who maybe don't want a load of technology, this is a good option for you. Overall, a very nice vehicle, and I'd say more comfortable than ever before, because now you can adjust the steering wheel in a way that you couldn't previously to the 2025 model year. Okay, tell me what you think about the changes that came with the refresh for the 2025 Nissan Frontier. Is it better than ever based on what Nissan has done here? Tell me what your thoughts are. I'm always curious to receive your feedback. I do want to say a special thanks to my friends here at the dealership for loaning me this Frontier for the day, and a special thanks to all of you for being kind enough to give me the opportunity to give you a vision for your next vehicle. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to hit the like button. That helps me out a lot. Make sure to subscribe, that way you don't miss any future videos. And if you would like to learn about additional vehicles you may wish to consider purchasing, check out the video that's on the screen right now, and I'll see you there.